Assalamu alaikum and good morning students. How are you all? I do hope that you all are good and doing well. Today I'm going to complete the worksheet of chapter number 11, which is continued. So I have to complete all the grammatical and booklet tasks which we are given to do. So the question number 8 is, what do the following abbreviation stands for? Let me tell you first of all what is abbreviation. Abbreviation is a small form or a short form of anything of a long-term word which can be described in few words. Like for example, I'm going to tell you about first word is CNN. So the CNN is abbreviation of Cable News Network. The Cable News Network stands for, or CNN stands for Cable News Network. Next word is PO, which stands for Post Office. Next word is SCI, which stands for Science. AFP, which stands for Agence France Presse. The next word is PM, which stands for Pause, Meridian, and the next word is SQ, which stands for Scare. Here we done. Now I'm going toward the question number 9, which is something about grammatical task. I make few arrows here to make you convenient during learning this. So you should not write it like this, but I am going to tell you for that's why I draw few arrows here. So the question number 9 is, speak out the prepositions and say what nouns they connect. That which word is preposition in these sentences and which nouns that preposition is connecting each other. So I'm going to read the first sentence is, we drove the bus into the garage. So for sure the position of the place is telling with these two words, which is into. So the bus is going where? Into the garage. So what nouns are being connected here? Bus and garage. The preposition is into and they're connecting bus and garage. In next sentence we read that Ali went with Faz to the cinema. Here the preposition is to, which is telling again the position where someone is going. And which are the nouns here? For sure these are Ali, Faz and cinema. Sentence number C, the train between the two towns runs on Wednesday. Here the between is preposition and train and two towns are noun. In next sentence we are going to read, there is no petrol in the jeep. Here the in is preposition, petrol and jeep are the nouns. Now I'm going to solve question number 10. Fill in the blanks with correct prepositions. We have to put the correct prepositions in this word as we read about prepositions in above sentences too. So keep your mind awake and try to solve it. He is always dash a bad mood dash breakfast time. So he is always in a bad mood at breakfast time. Sentence B, she is returning dash Tibet. She is returning from Tibet. The sentence number C is, please write in ink dash the examination. So the preposition would be here is in. Akram was impatient dash the delay of the train. So here the word by, I'm going to write in the blank, it is by, and the by is preposition. The sentence would be, Akram was impatient by the delay of the train. Here we solve this question. Now I'm going toward the question number 11, which is, they gave us some, you can say that meaningless word. We have to make them meaningful and we have to match the columns with opposite words. For example, we can say there is a word, we can't read it perfectly, so we have to arrange the word. So it will become repair and we have to write the meaningful word here. And the next word is something like this, and when we arrange it, it becomes work. The next word you can see, and the correct word is untimely. Here the verb and the correct order is plant. Here the verb and the correct order is peaceful. As a few words on the next page, so I'm going to make you learn them right now. It is the wrong word and the correct order is sweet. Next word and the correct order is holy. The misordered word is, and the word is order is noble. So now we have to match the words with the opposite words. So I have write the words here as well, so I can make you aware of these words. So I'm not going to turn the page again and again, but you have to make it in your mind. So the first word is turbulent. Turbulent means that someone is making noise, or the place which is full of noises black and white noises, so we can call it turbulent. So the opposite of turbulent is peaceful. Next word is undignified, that someone or some place or something which is not having any dignity in it. So definitely undignified's opposite would be noble, which is written on the next page. Damaged, the thing which is not in repair situation or not working well. So the opposite of this word is definitely repair. Wicked is someone is some kind of mean and not you can say the honest in his work and words. So the opposite of wicked is holy. The next word is idleness. Idleness means that you are doing nothing and just lying uselessly. So the opposite of this word would be work. Now let's move toward the next page. It is uproot. Uproot, you know, something which is going to be down or going to be vanished. So the opposite of it would be plant, which I have written very in small alphabets, but you can read it. And you have to match the all columns, and as I matched in the available words. Hateful that you don't like something and you like something, so the opposite of it would be sweet. Opportunately, like that you have doing something with words and with anything, you have the chance to do something. So you can say that it happens on the event, it's not a surprise thing. So opposite it would be untimely. Then you have something to do on time and you have to do something untimely, so its opposite would be untimely. Here the question is done, and I'm going toward the question number 12, which is rewrite the following sentences, replacing the adverb with the adverb phrases. Right. Here they gave us few, you can say that adverbs we have to convert in phrases, like the boys behaved rudely. So we have to convert this. And it is in rude manners. In next sentence, the manager served me promptly. So we can say that we can convert it like this, with promptness. The next sentence is the woman spoke to the boy kindly. So we can say, as we use in this sentence in rude manners, in that same way we can write it like this, in kind way. Okay, Asad went there. So we will write in this manner, like we will convert there into that place. Right. The last question of the sentence, we have to underline the phrases in the following sentences. Say whether they are adjectives phrases or adverb phrases. That you have to tell the quality. If you see something is qualitative in this sentence, so it would be definitely adjectives phrases. And you have something watching something like adverb process in that, so you have to tell that that sentence is adverb phrase or something else. The first sentence is the painter paints in a modern way. So it is adverb phrase, that we cannot see any, you can say that adjective like thing here, so we will put it as adverb. The next is he is a painter of a great talent. A great talent is adjective, so I am going to tell you that this is the sentence as adjective phrase. The desert in an area with very little vegetation in it. So it is adjective because they are telling us that it is very little vegetation in it. And the sentence D, the train left the station at the correct time. So the correct time is, you can say that some kind of telling me the advancement of the verb, so it would be adverb phrase. Second last sentence is I found a flower with yellow and gold marks on it. That someone is telling the quality of something, the flowers which is containing the marks of different colors, so it would be an adjective. So this is adjective phrase. And the last sentence is the wedding will be held at my sister's home. It is something pointing on work and some kind of that how they are going to done this work. And so the sentence would be adverb phrase. Okay students, make sure to learn this worksheet carefully and memorize all the concepts which we are trying to tell you, and remember it and work on it and take a lot of care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.